族にも届かなかった。県員で敗退したチームだ。いつか代表のエストライカーになって、そしてワールドカップ優勝するというオールをじゃしたかった。
Sports anime categories has definitely come out with a lot of bangers till now, and with the likes of Slam Dunk, Haikyuu, Kuroko no Basket, it has really set the bar and has become one of the most prominent categories which I can suggest to people right now. And Blue Lock is definitely one of those anime suggestions which I'm going to give right now, especially since the love of football was really high during the time of FIFA World Cup. So Blue Lock is an anime based on a Japanese manga series written by Muneyuki Kaneshiro and illustrated by Yusuke Nomura. Its story revolves around the main character known as Isagiyoichi, who's an aspiring footballer, and his dream is to represent Japan in the World Cup. But just like any other protagonist, he faces a huge setback in just the first episode, especially since his team was going to win and he had the opportunity to take the shot, but he hesitated and passed it to his teammate in just the last minute, and as a result they lost and he was devastated by it, and this caused a massive spiral of regret inside Isagi. That was the regret of him being not good enough, the regret of not having been able to accomplish his dreams, the regret of not trusting himself to do the right thing when the right moment came, and the regret of letting himself down, and the regret of not being able to match up to his expectations. And that was the moment his whole hopes and dreams were shattered, and no matter what he said to himself, it wouldn't make any difference, because the truth was right there in form of his self-doubt. If he had trusted himself enough to actually take the shot, his team might have qualified, and at this moment he wouldn't actually be punishing himself. And when he got home, he found out that he had been invited to be a part of the Blue Lock project. The reason for this project was to make the ultimate striker among the current and the most aspiring players in Japan. It was implemented because in 2018, Japan had just finished 16th in the World Cup, and as a result, the FIFA Union hired the football enigma Igo Jinpachi, whose master plan was to lead Japan to stardom with his Blue Lock project, which is a training regiment which is designed to create the best striker in the world. And there is a huge drawback to Blue Lock, because those who fail in Blue Lock will never again be permitted to represent any Japanese team. According to Jinpachi, what Japan lacked the most was a need of an egoist striker, because at the end of the day, soccer is a game where you win by scoring more goals than your opponents. And the person who can score goals without any self-doubt, with a high ego, is definitely the right candidate. He further goes on to give the examples of great players such as Pele, Ronaldo, Messi, saying that football has always been a game of high egoist players who are determined to win and are determined to stand out no matter whatever the consequences may be. Initially, Isagi was reluctant to join this project because the very core of Japanese football revolves around teamwork and camaraderie. But after the realization, he came to know that he cannot accomplish his dreams with what he is right now. Therefore, he decides to be a part of the Blue Lock project. And as soon as he got into the building, his first task was brutal. I mean, dude, he had to make sure that one of his teammates had to get eliminated, as it was a part of the task which was given to him, which means that one of them will be responsible for someone's dream ending. At first, Isagi tries to go for the weakest player in the room, and soon he realizes that there was no point in going for the weakest players, as it would not help him to improve. He came to Blue Lock to change his destiny and to improve. Therefore, he decides to change things. So he decides to take out the strongest guy in the room, who was one of the guy whom he had befriended in the start. He actually succeeds at that with the help of Bachira. And believe me, this episode was just a start of how brutal and awesome this anime is going to be, as in the later episodes there are more better moments which is definitely going to change your viewpoint on a lot of things. This anime has changed my perspective on a lot of things right now. As it continues to give weekly episodes, I'm definitely excited to see where this goes next. And I guess that's it for this video. So do like, share and subscribe for more of these segments, and I will see you on my next video. Peace.